What's coming? Am I
to
coming?
episode 38, Emcee breakdown. I have no idea if this is working yet. My computer may be doing quite a bit. But if you're watching, you know, we are here to break down the verses, and I'm gonna try to play the video, the raw footage from the cipher as we move through this, providing that
You know how to work your shit, man.
providing that my shit decides to work.
However you want to flip it.
You know,
should I need more lights?
Y'all gotta excuse my alopecia.
Mm-hmm. Don't get slapped. Don't get.
Shout out my nigga Will, providing that. All right, there we go. We definitely super.
We don't get no shout outs.
Let's pull up the Zoomy Yumi.
Nigga lost mad cool points.
I was a moment of weakness.
Super.
It wasn't strength.
That's facts. All right, so here we are. You know, those who were there, you saw it firsthand. Those who weren't, you get to see it now. Let me share this link real quick before we get super started.
Berg in the cut. That's a scary sight. You know, over there looking like a straight goon over there.
Oh shit, Spill Beezy.
What up? I'm just here.
I'm about to share this with the MCs. Right now we got, let me go trying to move windows. I shouldn't have did that.
Fantasy squad is getting told off tonight. Why? Why are they doing me like this?
This is why you're not a GM.
I'm gonna just close the app. Nah, G, I'm in the semifinals with my top two picks done for the season. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't even be here right now.
MJ, shout out to MJ, was in the chat. All right, so we here. This is where we at.
Oh.
First up to the stage was Shell's Wealth. What we're gonna do is just watch these joints and just give some quick feedback, maybe talk about what bars stood out to us, what things that MCs can work on. That's what this is about.
Let me pull up the YouTube so you can see what the chat is talking about.
Yeah, do that. I won't be able to see that. All right, so we're gonna start with Shell's Wealth.
All right. Word. Baby, let's do this. Send the money, baby, gotta prove it. One of you. I'm busting off, avoiding caskets down. I'm capping now. Y'all don't fuck with me, but one of you. I'm busting off, avoiding caskets now. I'm trapping. This what y'all call rapping now. Y'all don't mess with me. I don't mess with you. So freestyle, one of you. Okay. Okay, I'm getting too nervous, y'all.
All right, so that's really all we
If I
got.
can rap it for you.
That's really all we got from
Right.
Shells Well.
If I can rap it for you, send me.
It's not much to say. It's just all about preparation. It's really about preparation in that situation. She just wasn't prepared. I know she signed up in the building last minute. You know, that's the only thing we really can say. You know, you gotta prepare. You gotta utilize the time, the month from one episode to the other. Get your shit down. It's hard to get feedback on that.
Yeah, it helps to actually be a rapper in these situations.
Yeah, I mean, but this is when if you're this is what you're, if this is how you're launching pad, this is where you're trying to learn and get your feet wet. Okay,
right.
But you have to take it seriously. Point blank. Period. That's just what it boils down to. Just gotta take it seriously.
When you don't. If I can rap it for you, send me. So let's go.
Hey, hi. What's good? What's good, man? All right, goddamn, they been open this bitch already. I should be lit by now. What's that? Yeah. Okay. Check it. Yo, if you anybody, you notice this. Motor be that nigga, not an identical shoulder. Some open flow with explosive shit. I go toe to toe with the dopest bitch. No blows and a fuck around and straight explosive bitch. Don't be open again, cause they'll hold a spit. Lyrical on shit, I fuck around and straight explosive bitch. You ain't know that nitrogen, I spit and split your shit. Niggas was talking again with me, shit. I ain't never gave a shit. Middle finger to my opponents, cause I'm from OVA, the gun state, when niggas don't play. Niggas know I had to get, they won't run in my place. I had the 38 on my waist, so they can't get in and safe. Shit, I was cooking in the kitchen, but I ain't give on no face. They look, I'm running for that money, and niggas is running in place. An exercise and lose weight and still kick back the cake. I got shit playing with your nose, and now you playing with fate. Shit, I was playing with them zones like it was playing with apes. And look, my niggas spit the crawl like a witness some base. I just ain't trained about the race, so shit, I assumed it was fake. I'm getting that Rocky and trying to stop me, cook that beat like a steak. And I beat that coke up just like Rocky, and then that switch wanna chase. And I'm on my shit, pull up with drip, and she wet as a lake. And why she asking if I'm good when she know that I'm straight? That bitch think that I'm a safe, and I'm playing it safe. Look, I came in with this shit, but I ain't bringing no cake. Bad bitches is you and me in the stove, busting the crate. I'm calling the title, but they got pretty false in the plate. Hey, look, RVA, that's how we raise the stakes. And that team Emcee battle spot like some shit I'm gonna take.
Who was that?
That was Motor. And, I thought he was dope. He had some dope lines in there. I daydreamed about the Wraith, and I assumed it was fate. Put some frost on the flake. I like the Tony the Tiger scheme. I thought early on I couldn't tell if he was freestyling or not. Yeah, like it seemed like it shifted into some dope shit after a while.
Yeah, like after a while, it's like he fell into a bag. I feel like he got into a written.
Right.
So when he's in that bag, he reminds me of Scarface, son. His flow, his delivery is a little to me. But I like what he is.
He's like, definitely somebody I can see to keep climbing if he like keeps pushing his pen.
Yeah, you gotta focus the content. That's what I wrote down earlier when I watched it. Focus his content, a little bit more, just a little more substance, whether that be, some more complexity in the lyricism, or if not, to fit with his style, just some more gems, like the gems and the pain and just dropping some more game in what he's doing. I think that more he focuses the content, you'll just naturally get that. I think he was just kind of giving us what he had off the cuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not mad at like the flow and the delivery and shit.
Right. And the confidence. He had the confidence and all of that. It's really just focusing the content, man. Focus the content, up the lyricism a little bit, push your pen a little harder.
Be more deliberate with the bars.
Right. Absolutely. And you know, them scores will definitely come up.
I said I'm that nigga. That niggas was made to hate. This taste was snakes. Hate the break because they can't relate. Done arguing with niggas. I wasted the date. I might get these niggas erased from the database. That nigga Ron is destined for greatness. It's safe to say I'm the boss, Randy Boss. I'm making some made plays. These niggas salty. They couldn't get shit to shake. Trying to get the bread, but never ready to bake. Trying to stop my cake, but they flip his paper plates. I'm on a paper chase, so niggas just paper weights. Cut it their weight, take breaks to set straight. Featherweights, levitate. I send them to heaven's gates, automatic. God done had it with all you maggots. Think they static shock? It's a shock. You start static, niggas, you gotta go. Take control how our hearts react. Mark the badges. Happy when the ER starts matching. While I'm climbing the higher heights, I'm the king of the hill, and just not a side light. Niggas like, damn, I should retire tonight. Nigga, you fucked up. I'm dangerous with this inspired mic. Ron.
I thought rapping wise, I thought he was, you know, he was dope. Like he had a confidence in his pen. It wasn't super lyrical, but I can't hear you. Are you muted?
Who was that?
Mojo Ron.
Okay.
I like some of his wordplay. The Static Shock line, the paperweights, you know what I'm saying? The dead weight, the paperweights line. However, like I just felt like he just wasn't confident, like no eye contact with the or engagement with the audience. You know what I'm saying? Very much kind of like seeming like he was either trying to remember the rhymes or if he was just nervous, you know what I'm saying? But it just that the confidence in the performance and the projection wasn't there. So just definitely work on the vocal projection, engaging with your audience, making eye contact, and just kind of getting out of that shell, and just showing more confidence in the delivery. But then also continue to do more of what you're doing with the wordplay. Get a little bit more, you know, and don't have so much filler bars, a lot of filler bars in there. Any other feedback from anyone else?
No, I think you hit him.
Word.
Y'all can follow me at Mojo_Ron on Instagram too, y'all. Let's get it. Hey, I ain't talking about you. Fuck it, I'm tagging in. Niggas toss a stone, swinging javelins. I can't trust a soul, my whole community got me out of it. Couldn't see my angels, got them tatted in. Wrote a haiku, detailing how I lost the back in you know. Let me tell I went to let the horror flow. Back to that shit, horrendously. Got horror fuck. I was so fucked up in the game, like a broken toe. Then again, I can chat for days on this ball. For the win, I can brought in 22 with 2 points. For the win, now I'm only looking out, they know I'm never gonna spend 20 twin cash and rubber bands. My meter in my pants, I walk in, do some normal shit. The lever in the trance. The model everybody eats, I'm breaking off my man's MOE philosophy, if she not in the plans, yeah. I cry real tears for my bitch and promise not to leave before I dip. This revenge of the sip, the realest shit I wish I never read. No day job, all I do is this. Remember, don't break buzz and shot group. The boss speaking, Mr. Omar. She get tragic, erratically irrational. Swing and get put in the box like a batter dude. Look, got 150 flows for collateral. And we the trailer park boys 3 deep in the Malibu. Peak high, sleep, king size, and make Hollywood. Now I mean, everything is green, so my salad cool. We just watch the news and rap about when niggas need to do. I just bust the brew. Like high. I said, I ain't stressing. The mic is my weapon. The pen is my ammo. Kick it like Beckham. Hey, I get in my bag and act reckless. Shit, adolescence, we've been taught adolescence.
That was 150.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought it was good. My thing with him was like his mic control was off in the building, and there's like the stumble.
Yeah, definitely the stumble. I think it's still more so like a confidence thing too. Feel like he still feels like a little nervous or green up there. So it's just really just getting comfortable because there's a flow there and there's gems and shit that he's saying. You know what I'm saying? It's somewhat simplistic, but I mean, and definitely push the pen a little more. You know what I'm saying? Definitely push the pen, and just take some more risks with what you're saying, what you're writing, and just put a little bit more effort into that. But most of this is really just the confidence and the conviction in which you're saying the shit. You know what I'm saying? More conviction, just more intentionality in how you deliver them bars. But that's my takeaways for 150 Koi, 150 Koi, I think actually.
Shiver, not Shiver. Shiver Bruce. Shiver spell like Shiver. You already know. You know we came here to do. Better have some fun. Hey, yo, DJ, what's up with it? Shiver. Let's work. Lots of fun, y'all. Let's work. I would never understand why niggas have it all form. I don't even want a record deal, I need a big platform. I'm Michael Jackson in his prime, I'm no better time. Mama say, mama saw me and Marcus saw. She want to stick when she saw. I have a shivering cold. Hand on my tanner, who cool on my tie, I get a poop with some bone. Reiterate the stone, show my face is a throne. At plenty of testosterone, how can't you hear hormones? I need it, hate niggas, it's like attack of the clones. They could have made the most of the time that I'm home, but if you call them these days, you get down tones. Put me under a crown, I won't be overthrown. This is the year of fire. I'm Lucius Lion, y'all high king with the future. So we just pray y'all solid. We got slow speeds on thugs, the lifestyle shit. I'm tired of seeing my brother shot by cops all on Facebook. But I'll take it. Just don't come up wet in the death and pound. I have your girl clean up until she dirty clothes, have a stab. This ain't about a rap, but niggas sweat and last around off black crowds, back and down, look at the flick of the wrist, stab the style, nigga. I'm going to different countries, this ain't like a crowd, nigga. All make niggas wanna wipe the style, nigga. But girls should take it, call out for a while, nigga. Stingray takes you down under like that cocker child, nigga. This not the process. My process take a while, nigga. I'm young in chain, slave boot like a child, nigga. So eggs to the motion sword and try to crack and smile, nigga. You know, believes like he high up in the crowd, nigga. I might turn around with you. The girl said, come in, bitch. You wanted to exchange vows with us. We over here, it's like part of cliche, it's hard in the phrase. Wait, I mean, it's dogs, you caught them with strings and shout. Yes, 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 yes.
The major thing for Shiver was cuffing the mic.
Yes.
Cuffing the mic fucked the whole shit up.
Everything.
You know what I mean? I could definitely tell he was doing some things lyrically in there. You know what I mean? A lot of dope wordplay. Can't hear you guys.
It sounds better. It sounds better on camera.
For sure.
Let me do a test real quick. I want to know if I muted right here, if you can still hear me. Because what I've been doing, I've been turning my mic down. So like when it's playing through the speakers, it doesn't play back on here. Like I don't want it to be like a feedback or anything.
Right.
Tell me if you can.
Switching my headphone.
Can you hear me now? All right, cool.
Yeah, so I mean that's the wordplay is there. I like the Mike Jack line. I liked There's something else I liked. I think I got it in my other notes. He definitely was doing some things, but because of the muffled of cuffing the mic, it made it very difficult to get into the content. I do think even beyond that, there's some clearing up and cleaning up in the delivery that he could do to make sure that the lyrics are like actually hitting. But once again, because we could not hear you clear, it actually makes it very difficult still to critique.
Yeah, my notes were that like the bars were dope, and I could tell. I felt like if I would have been able to hear him better, it might have had a better impact on me. You know what I mean? Like,
also,
like he was doing some things, but it was like in the moment, especially, it's harder to decipher exactly what he was saying. But yeah, I will say on camera, you can hear it a little better. I mean, it comes to a little clearer than it did.
facts. Also, I knew that it was a recycled verse. So
Yeah, I heard it too.
you know what I mean? That plays a part for me. Gotta prepare for this. You gotta prepare for this.
Like
You know
he
what I'm
used it in
saying?
another cipher before.
He used it at the open mic for the draft.
That Facebook bar, right?
It was the Mama Say Mama Sao Mama Maku song, because that actually became like there was actually like some controversy from that in the Emcee chat, because they felt like he was when he said that back at the draft, they felt like it was like inspired by Rel's bar. That was, I ain't gonna say there was an Emcee that felt like he was inspired by Rel's bar, but I kind of debunked that theory, because it definitely is not the same. But because of that, it made me realize that this was a verse I'd heard before. So definitely all I would say, and Shiver had said that he was a little too busy to prep to actually write for the cipher. Definitely need to write for the cipher.
Definitely.
You definitely need to write for the cipher, because you need to be in the moment. You know what I mean? If you're super clipped up and you can kick some shit nobody ever heard and you can just use it, okay, cool. But if you're not, don't come in here kicking those shit that you rap somewhere else on this platform. It's probably not gonna work out for you. But salute the Shiver though.
Thanks, Lord, you already. Hey, Hey, when I say shuffle, y'all say proof. I want more the fact niggas thinking I went to hide. I bit my pride. Yeah, said I was more the fact niggas thinking I went to hide. I bit my pride and straightened out. That niggas done. I couldn't fly. I'm getting five. That niggas side. I caught the boy, your homies niggas. Punch your pride. Nobody did. No Bobby wins and brains left on the ornament. And was a target hit, I don't acknowledge it. Back on my country, your kingdom, I came to come. Swallow your tongues, no joking, I came to golf runs. This shit is awesome, you spin them like a dumb one. Call your venom causes responses, I'm making targets of. Either way, I swing and swing and play. I can't bang, big break, kicking the ball. That's how I get paid. Step down out of my throne, you better get saved. That's a little jerk on Pisces, born and raised way. This thing is mine, soon as the DJ hit play. Even if you mix it, don't miss it, see where the beat lay. Right about an eye, rolling chop, that's sushi. Sashimi, you know the place I leave you on flat on Google. I'm stacking through my niggas, patches don't make a movie. Yeah. That's all I got. All right, hold on. I'm going. Yeah.
All right, so tough intro, tough outro. All that falls down in the preparation. But in between there was
some things in
It was some promise. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like,
like the
he got a 6.5 from me because I like what he was actually doing when he was rapping. So
right. I like the Pisces born to make waves line. I like that. Yeah, I like a few things, and I like the energy. You know what I'm saying? But you just definitely gotta be cleaner. Definitely gotta be cleaner. Gotta be prepped and utilize all your time. You know, that's all I got for that.
It was promise.
Live stream of revolution on there's no live stream of there's no clip. There's no live stream of revolution on that nigga's dying.
I hate that it won't let me move this shit. It's just gonna skip a certain amount of numbers. Like it's
try just using like the directional arrow key. That usually just skips it like 10 seconds or so.
It's been this night's queen.
The rest of this was all freestyle. That's why I didn't play it.
Go live stream the revolution on Twitter. Can I prevent a nuclear winter? Go get your lawn, get up out your lawn chair, race to the bombs. There's no clear winner. They dropped the bomb on me in Nagasaki. That'll turn Detroit red. Muhammad Ali had to get the shit out my head so I can see how to keep not straight and rage on the machine. Yeah. Call me Young Theo, Yala Rocha, evil to the piggy, but a hero to the culture. I put an eagle to a vulture, wet up like a seagull, just for eating off the people that the next people gonna be lethal. Pumper Nico, pumper, pot belly in the fetal. And they even got the needle. How you long winded, wasn't ready for the weed smoke. We already in the lead, hope of a dog. Luck, small bucks in the ego. How we come up really hard to keep it legal. When you need cash, but your inside's regal. Hashtag the Gucci gas mask, my rebellion fashion like it's Baghdad. Yeah, wrap your head around that. Fighting for my life, wrap your head around that. Yeah. Piggy got us down bad. I become a shooter, infrared, joint pad. So what's pimping? Pimping. Bully in the field when I tinker with your hands. Yeah. Okay. That's all I got.
Okay, so Balu said some dope shit, right?
Facts. We all over the place.
Right. That's the only thing. It's like, and the pauses. Like, I'm not sure if I can't tell if he's freestyling or if he's written. Some of the lines feel like written. So shout out to that because you said some dope shit. The race to the bombs.
That was hard.
That was crazy.
Eagle to the vulture.
Eagle to the vulture. I wrote that down. Eagle to the vulture. That's fire.
Like a seagull.
Yeah, Gucci gas mask.
For me personally, oh, never mind. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead, because I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
All right. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a breath control thing, a memorization thing, or what, but it's definitely a struggle going on up there. He reminds me somewhat of like Proswell, the way he was rapping. It was like a pride.
I can see that.
You feel me? Like the references and the pauses and then the texture of his voice kind of gave me that feel.
Yeah, that's it. I never heard it. When I heard listening to him, I never thought that. So that's dope.
Yeah, but all I would love to see, because he did the same thing almost identically last month. So what I would really love to see is just him consistently rapping straight through concentrated material, and utilizing the full 2 minutes. I would love to see that.
Yeah, I also have short.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely short. All right, so moving right along.
You can tell me I suck, but trust me, man, you don't have to. I already know that, but I still got because I feel like I had to. Exclusive simple fast. See, I ain't not the one, like you had to. So why you still got it when everyone here looks past you? But you thought about the fact that you can't think about half the past. So you probably couldn't see it, but there were people who laughed at you. You whack, look, slap, who have you ever tried to rap this facts true? Just bad on the back, you're gonna have the trash bag, the fast, the crap. Man, you gotta stop dissing yourself, cause no one's gonna feel that. The upper cracks create credits consistently cause the chaos of game. Giving me wild thoughts instead of myself to be my maker. Make a last ride with the undertaker, but they say that sometimes a charm, right? But have I already called the rebel for harm? Yes, I feel alarmed, but deal with the consequences of my decisions. Even as I pivot, I think the chances are slim, even my service can be hopefully you can see the deep decay in my brain. Every day is a type of pain. It's driving me insane. They tell me to stay in my lane, but there's something about swimming into the vein that's coming my way. Try to take me maybe a little bit too much. Sometimes I want to give it all up, but when you're a business kid, you got an image that you gotta keep up. People be expecting too much when times get tough and life gets rough, and I'm had it up. I just want to knock it up and shove it all the way and tell everyone that I'm doing okay. Even when I'm at my darkest state, it feels the whole thing. Cause I don't want others to feel the same way that I feel on the day to day. That's why page after page is still with the emotion from depression to rage. It's the only way for me to feel like I'm not trapped in a cage. I have to disengage and live in my own reality. When all actuality is bringing me back down like gravity. It's a bad habit that people fucking I say it helps me to get by. So I put my pen to paper and it helps me to try. But this music is the only thing that's helping me to stay alive. That's all I got to say for now, so I guess it's my time.
So I liked that he tried something new with the flow. Like, I felt like his delivery this month was way more confident than it has been previously. He didn't have the rhythm or the pocket, though. The rhythm was
really, that's like my only, like, like this thing. I like what he writes, and I like what he's attempting to do. Like, for real, is pacing. It's just pacing.
Yeah.
Like, just like the timing and just getting in the pocket. Like, that's really it. I do like what he's doing. I can tell he can write. Like, he writes, like multisyllabics is structured right. You just gotta deliver it right. You know what I'm saying?
It comes off rambling.
Yeah, because it's faster than the beat. You just gotta slow and pace it, and it's, you know what I'm saying, take his time, and you know what I'm saying, just work on his timing a bit.
Absolutely.
And he might rush it when he's on stage. You know what I'm saying? He might not kick it like that in the car. You know what I'm saying? And that might be another thing, just making sure you deliver it in front of people the same way you deliver it at the crib. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I do think it's definitely. I love the expression. Also understand to read the room, and knowing that, when you get past the delivery aspects of it, you're gonna have to address the lyricism aspect of it. And although I can appreciate the writing from a content standpoint, I think to be effective in this space, you're gonna have to write within writing that and like, it's like you're explaining what's going on without giving the art aspect of how to convey those feelings and emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're telling us how you feel and putting rhyming words at the end, but not really being artful about it. But there's things. First is that delivery, getting that delivery down. Because if we can hear everything that you're saying in a clear, concise manner, then you can get a real good gauge on how people would receive your content. And then you can work on how you want to detail your content. Right now, that's where I think the focus should be, is the delivery. Next up.
All right. And sight this down with the knife ready. I just let the Bronx shut and sight this down with the nicest style. Wow, dripping like an icicle. Protecting women like the crowd, enticing the psychic sound. I take that shit personal, but I won't trip. It's perfect. Ask Jordan, ask Brady. They'll never take the goat with the first stick. 180 when I start to spit verses. Yeah. Thank you.
Not much to say there, but you got to.
Yeah, this was it. Yeah.
I like the energy and the flow of how he was approaching it. I like the Brady Jordan line. I would love to have heard the rest of that verse, but we didn't. So that's that.
Everybody's like, I don't know you niggas don't know me. My flow be OD, dangerous with the pen. I rip for my OGs who be resting in peace. This pain, hold the truth with the neck, drip from a bandit. Yeah, I can rap a bit, like a bitch ass rapper who thought they had it faster than nothing but ass backwards. All I do is ass backwards, I have it with crash landing these planes. I'm a millionaire, hard as a lion, chip on my shoulder, more like a boulder. I'ma just start. These niggas begging for water. I'ma just flow it. You're not important. You just imported. I'm selling. No one left the freshman to this and it's dismal. Nothing but dick riders and winter not to get stomach. Fuck it. Frankly, I just think Frank. I ain't talking Beverly Bays. I need Franklin. To be sipping beverages in Beverly Hills. They get where I go when I just still. Can't take pictures in West, but I'll be buried with grills. That's true. Talk shit. Get buried alive. Up to your gills. That mean you sleep with the fish. No bikini bottom palm sheet. I've been jamming for real. Should've never mixed the lick with the skills. I've been searching for real. Spending nights for myself. I'm never in it to deal. Spitting in it to fair. Still serving these spit. Taking grills with the dark link. Just to mix with the light bills. It's piling up. You still paying 15 to spit a week, 16 or something. See, look, one day was mixing. It's only 2 minutes. If it's any longer, I'ma have to bury track, very white blues in the background, this decapitation. This rap is truly fascinating. It only takes 120 seconds just to set in your head. Fuck whoever said the message was dead. Go a guillotine or they think that. Release they soul from their flesh. Give it up to harvest. The guy in the hour your dreams to be crushed the very moment I touch your bone. Under pressure, you be choking in the ocean. I be floating, coast to coast, colder than catastrophe. And anomaly, get it like Socrates. Most of y'all not hip-hop, y'all hypocrisy, don't play with me. Won't you like Plato, you play the word philosophy, no access, you need to kill this boy, no access. You ready to face the weight of the world?
I love the way he ended that. You ready to face the weight of the world? Yo, I thought that was the best verse we got from Cypher Alexander so far. There are bars in there. I love the mix the dark liquor with the light bills.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a few zingers in there. But if we're talking about progression, I do still feel like he's got to put some sort of focus and structure into the content. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be something,
some sort of connection.
Yeah,
something,
some thread. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I love
that line you just pointed out. Like he could have made that like get crowd reaction if he just delivered it with some intention and structure with his verse.
Yeah, it's like, so the thing about like having like dope lines randomly thrown in there is it's like not being able to get all the impact from your punch. So it's like literally throwing a punch. You can just like throw it from here, or you can put your
it's an arm punch
to it. Yeah,
it's an arm punch.
Yeah,
like set it up. You know what I mean? Like a bar like that should land on a 4 or a 2. You know what I mean? And set up so that it hits. You know what I mean? But
Facts.
Yeah, or at least build on it. You know, it's like at least like
exactly. If you say something like that, you gotta
tie on some shit.
know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what your hot shit is.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah, it's kind of like if this is it's like it's either like you're freestyling or if this is a written, you're just kind of throwing shit at the wall. You know what I'm saying? And you're not really like.
But like that's the whole thing where it's just like maybe that's just son's style.
It could be, and if that's the case, I think it's just a matter of mastering that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you got controlled chaos. You know what I'm saying? Like chaos, but controlled chaos. Some like
how Ghostface used to be back in the day.
Yeah. Or like ODB, like you gotta study like people like ODB because ODB could smash a cipher, bro. Like he can get people to react because you have to you have to remember that you're there to entertain. You're not there to make people feel uncomfortable. You're there to like engage them. You know what I'm saying? Like not scream at them. So sometimes it feels like, you know, you're kind of getting beat up by Cypher Alexander as opposed to like him trying to like, and I ain't saying he gotta be like more jovial or anything like that. It's just being clever with how you presenting that shit.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, you want to put him to put a little more style and a little more structure to it, but like control that unhinged shit to the point of like, where you can use it for your own benefit type of shit.
Like he can just like, you know, use it like every now and then throughout his verse. That would be dope.
For sure. Or apply the structure every now and then.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Either one, but dope shit though.
Hey, how about that for RVA? Yeah, look. I come to show my ass. I ain't come to back down. If you wanna rock, don't get knocked down. These niggas clowns, and I swear, every time I spit, it's all stand up their head. I had it up to here. I've been waiting for too long. Now I'm standing here, toes down, real strong, standing tall. I'm real loud, I'm real loud. Yeah. Hey, look, standing strong, I'm real loud and real proud. Yeah, niggas say I look for me now. I got love for everybody, but when I spit, nigga, I'm spraying down everybody. There's no bitch, nobody in this building. But I be bombing shit when I'm spitting, nigga. I'm so uplifted, I'm so uplifted. Hey, look, I'm coming from Petersburg, Virginia. Anything I say, it be all real, and I ain't even playing. I'm a fucking fan. My bad, y'all. Hey, look, this is my first time rapping in front of all these people. For years, like 10 years, I just been getting my head down and up in the basement trying to get myself ready. And I swear around better than this if I was, you know, if I was by myself, like in front of less people. I'm telling y'all, man.
Yeah.
Tank.
All right, it's preparation.
Come on, Petersburg.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
It's preparation. You gotta be prepared, and I mean, clearly, he's super nervous. You know what I'm saying? We 10 years to get to that moment right there. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's insane.
That's crazy. But yeah, that's all it is, bro. Like, just prepare, push your pen, memorize your shit. The better you know your shit, the less nervous you gonna be. I mean, you still gonna be nervous because you ain't been up there, experienced that, but you know, if you know your shit, man, and you super nervous, at least, you know, at least for your first time, just close your motherfucking eyes and rap.
Just go.
But you gotta get the raps out.
Yeah, I guess I gotta show my ass to some. How I rank lower than niggas that have forgot their lines. What the hell, baby? What the fuck y'all niggas listen to? Most these niggas ass, and I can go for these bitches too. I want all the smoke, even if it's getting physical. I'm bare knuckle brawling a prison. Go on mystical. I don't know about you, but I'm finna go get mine. Such is the name. Don't forget about that dollar sign. What the word play? I should really be a shoe in. If not, how my niggas rush in like I was food in. This is not a game. This is the stage. Got them dropping bombs in here like Funk Flex was my name. Don't think about it too much. Nothing was the same. Been a hot step at the wings and slimming pepper. Drinking cold Guinness while I'm breaking world records. Sleeping on me, make me restless in sports. Make me reckless. Really feel like you play me. Won't come back unless you pay me. Even if you do safely. Jesus right there and save me. I'm going to die at sin up and heat. I'm ball winner. You say you're going to cycle. I say I'm going to dinner. In a league of my own, but I still feel crowded. I'm the best with the raps, I still don't doubt it. I'm a no-limit soldier, bitch, I'm about to battle. Don't get stabbed out your breast and looking like she's the saddle. They say they want that raw shit, I'm the one to bring it back. Your bones so brittle, I can break your jaw with a shaft. I'm talking fisticuffs, why you reaching for a strap? Cause you like a stack, you really pussy, let you pass. Spit that 757, leaving rappers all beheaded. Who got your gas stuck, cut, pull it out on later. And Emcee got me shook, no, I still haven't met him. But when I grab the mic, it's like once you hear it, judge nigga. God damn it, I said it, nigga, best from the south. Only come to Richmond when I go to word of mouth. Shouts out to Butter, I'm a handsome devil, y'all some ugly motherfuckers. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So suspense, confidence, definitely there. The vocal projection, definitely there. He has some bars in there. I like the Guinness. I like the sipping Guinness while breaking world records. I really like that line a lot. And I have a couple of critiques. One is the delivery. Gotta switch the flow up. It kind of sounds a little like you're reading your raps. Like if I wasn't looking at you and seeing how confident you look, I would think you were reading your raps. You know what I'm saying? And also a lot of recycled or old like rap references, like bars, like that we've heard before. Master P about it, and you know, different things like that. I thought the Dyke line was on the line of that, but I did kind of like the way he played it. Is like you pussy unless you packing. I like that. That was actually unique. For a used reference, it was unique. So I liked what he was doing. I saw him take risks but not be able to tie it all together. What was the line he said? There was one specific line where I'm like, oh, the Caesar dressing. Stab, you say you get stabbed at your dressing, looking like a Caesar salad or something of that nature. Like, I could see where he was trying to tie all that together, but it wasn't, you didn't pull a metaphor together. You didn't pull it all the way together with the writing. But I like the thinking. I like the thinking though. I do like the thinking on that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you ain't tie that shit together in a concise manner. Like where the two metaphors meet, you didn't tether those joints. You gotta tether that shit. But yeah, definitely a lot of promise there.
Yeah, nah, my feedback, like what I wrote in the moment was good shit. Yeah, good shit.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I just unlocked the new slow talking. Close my eyes, count to 10, keep the flow steady. Up into a 9, hope you niggas ready. From the 1D, feeling lucky. Y'all see the sign at the door. Don't even trip about it. I saw a sign at the door and got my skills counted. I ain't got time for the floor. I'm trying to rebound it. Make them run up the score. See how I dismounted. Get it jumping on 23rd and 4th Street. Catch 22 on spread. Fuck up the score sheet. Feel the shit deep in my soul. Giving them 6 feet. Gotta get my name from the red mud to the concrete. Why? Cause niggas know I gotta have it. I ain't getting using magic, hocus pocus, either focus. Too much shit I can't afford. Pushing soda through a cable, load up Mac on the table, keep the situation stable. I ain't lay here for the peace. Need everything paper plastic. Got niggas to prove wrong. Put you under malpractice nowadays. Looking up. Trying to make it out the grass. I ain't tripping about who first. My shit's been out. That's all it takes is time. Grind it out, peppercorn breaks. Every day it's on my mind. Gotta play the game safe, skating over thin ice with this mask on my face. Gotta space them out. Every time I'm leaning out of place. Steady on a mission, trying to change positions. Out there, listen in my mind. When I'm writing lines, trying to pay the fine. Leaving this world behind my side. With all my niggas in case I make mine. But looking over beyond. You can keep the echelon. I'm only here for the bag, making you niggas laugh, forgetting how I live and talking about what I did. My name got to the scene, that's water under the bridge. 23 to your ribs, leather contestant. Get the stretching or compression, trying to cut into the game. Nothing more, we need a dress in the stars. On my jersey, keep me in the right direction. This shit ain't a competition of me. This shit a blessing. X.
I thought this was one of the better performances from Exit 23 when you talk about clarity and vocal projection. Flow was dope. I definitely would like to hear him push the pen a little deeper as far as like the lyricism aspect of it, but I like what he was doing. Also, now that you got and now that you got the projection down better, the flow down better, time to look up. You know, open your eyes, engage the audience. You know, I could tell like in order to get to do that, he had to like kind of close his eyes and stay within himself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta come out of that shell now. And you know, put the whole thing together. Can't hear you.
That I agree with you. He has a lot of potential, and I feel like he is doing some different things with the delivery this month, and I liked what he was doing with that.
Facts.
Once he just like kick that shit confidently, you know what I'm saying? Like put your foot down, like you got the shit.
But don't let it fool you. I got punchlines, but I still shoot you. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna talk my shit. Look, I'm not an artist, I'm part of an underground conglomerate. Getting rich off a lot of shit, so for real, I ain't gotta spit. But the strictest guys have been telling me that I'm higher than you. Fraudulent's always rapping about shit that you're not gonna get. I know I'm supposed to bring you hope like Obama did, but I heard your shit, you let me down like Obama did. But fuck the politics, I do this for the fatherless. Probably get my father if I rapped a bunch of nonsense. But fuck that, I had to swallow my pride. For the people who died, I'm pushing positive vibes. For the devils who lied, to the mamas who cried. For that black man who keep his anger bottled inside. This for that baby who just had a baby. This is for that homeless nigga you keep talking crazy. This is for that parent who do anything for your kid. You better protect your child no matter what they did. This is the revolution. Rappers shooting at you. Catch a coon, I'ma snatch you off the streets. This the re-indoctrination of a nation still enslaved mentality. I'm Harry Tubman, go with me or be a casualty. This for freedom, and this for justice. This for the working man, this for the hustlers, this for the haters, this for my lovers. And look, we are all one, is nothing else above us, okay? I'm having fun with y'all niggas. You can call me Pop the way I'm sunning y'all niggas. Matter of fact, call me Coach the way I'm fronting y'all niggas. To the gun in your face, then I'm done with y'all niggas. I said 3-2, every one of y'all niggas. Niggas looking like zippers from your stomach to your liver. My bad radio doing too much. Others blood on skinny track, somebody clean this shit up.
I thought that was a breakout performance from Mu Cuzzo. Lyrically, we could definitely, we can nitpick and say, we need some. There's definitely filler bars and there's definitely some missing structure on the rhyming. Like there's times where he said what you not going to get instead of what you could have said what you're not going to do, and it would have rhymed with the previous bar. It helps with the flow. It helps with, it helps not take your momentum away from what it is that you're saying. When you break the rhyme scheme, that always kind of disturbs it especially for trained ears. But untrained ears too.
It's funny because I was going to say that a little while ago when we were talking about the put the eagle to a culture or put the eagle to a vulture.
Mm-hmm.
Started to say something, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say that I wish he would have made the seagull line rhyme with vulture. You know what I mean? Like rhyme scheme there. But I was like, he ended up continuing on with the newt scheme, and whatever, people like to do it, that's their style. So that's why I didn't say that. But I do agree. Like I like when people close those schemes up.
I think especially for somebody like Mu, because his rhyme style is so direct and straightforward, and his vocal projection is perfect. Like that's one thing. His confidence in his vocal projection, his voice is so strong. It's almost like listening to a preacher rap. So when he when he got into that more relatable content, people ate it up because of the way it sounded coming from him. It wasn't like this super complex thing or that's something you never heard before, but a lot of sermons you've heard before too, but you might catch that spirit because the way it's being delivered, and he's got that. That's a tool that he has in his, being a comedian as well, has in his repertoire, that confidence. But you gotta give us more consistency with the lyricism. But I love the personality in the raps. He said something like 3-2. I send 3 to every one of you niggas. I like that. He had a few other lines that I thought were dope. So I definitely felt like it was a breakout performance from Mu. Like he closed the show on it too very well. He stuck the landing. He did a lot of really good things in there. I like the Harriet Tubman line as well. Either you come with me or be a casualty. I would just say, continue that upward climb.
Yeah, I think
he put himself on the radar for sure.
You know what I mean? For like what he can do. You know who he reminds me of? He kind of reminds me of Mama, but like just like a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just kind of like the way it is, like the clarity, I guess, of it.
For sure. And it's just the personality aspect, like definitely characters.
Yeah.
Shut that big, please. Metal-centric youth to battlefield tight like hermetic seals. I allow no appeal. Sticky fingers stretching steel. You'll see how my aggression feels. Harvest an impressive field of shattered souls. Understand my impression is real. I'll fucking drop you like chandeliers from weak hooks. See the feet like these foots. Rendered all your knees shook. Mind spinning like a gravitron. I felt like the vagabond. Smoke like I got half a lung. Y'all just some tag-alongs. Impressive. I nearly saw a ghost in your reflection. I'll crawl to your world like John Edwards with no protection. Hold your sentence. Punch extended, crush your solar plexus. New intervention, confident, added to my collection, mold your essence. The very stuff that makes your spirit up. Create the shape of a person again so I can spin them up. I can hear them crying now, but I can feel the clutch. Grab it down my feet, turn it, TV, getting up, and shit and jump. Watching y'all run through the greatest of all time. I can drop a penny and hear it echo in your fault lines. Shells bounce and back to make you cross-eyed.
Vision twisted, you're the type to brag about judging the piss Olympics. Talking with my mouth full, so I'ma let the biscuits fit. Got the Waffle House 2 East, my mission came to hit. Dollar store Mortal Kombat, I'm asking, can you finish it? With the 2 more bars, because I'm not fucking feeling it. You're on the edge of choking. I ain't the one to be provoking. I wrote from my mistakes, so you're crying beyond control. Mind control, not just smoking. I'm the rise of locust, time to roast them. Leave alone the stickers, I'm ferocious. I know I got the talent developed, I am precocious. Put your homies in half, and all my people do like Moses. Always like the Cody's at, rock a sold out event. You like a reliant rather than flipping, you see evidence. I embody every single fear that you wrestle with. Stepping on your fingers while you're slipping off the
Precipice.
It's your verse. Yo.
We can hear you, F.
Yo.
One
Yeah.
of my favorite verses, yo. The only reason he got docked for me is because I thought it was a little short, yo. I wanted him to keep going. Like, sun was snapping, though. I really, that was one of my favorite verses of the night. I really like that one.
For sure. I thought that was definitely a breakout verse from Introverse.
That spear was brutal, yo.
Yeah, I can see him.
After the fact, like that sort of shit, that like dark, brutal visual, like, cause that verse was really visual. There's a lot of like daunting images that he
right.
did. So like,
yeah, stepping on your fingers while you slipping off the precipice.
Yeah, like that's sort of beautiful to me. That penny echo through the fault line, like
right.
That shit, son.
I feel like as he gets more, like, as he's getting more comfortable up there, like he's gonna be one of the ones that's gonna be in the top rank soon.
Yeah. He made a statement with that one.
It's visual, it's dark. You know what I mean? Like,
and the rhyme structures, the syllabics were kind of crazy this time. Like he's
definitely like coming into his form. You know?
Yeah. That's what I wanted to say. Like if he leans more into, you know what I'm saying, what he's doing on the stage, then you know what I'm saying, I think he'll definitely like.
And you said the confidence word, the C word. That's a big difference between where we've seen before, like this time and last time. I think he had some mic, like the mic separated last time, but he was hyped though. Yeah, he was hyped though. Like he's in like.
I think he knows he's wigging though too. Like
right,
you're snapping, you be eager to kick that shit, yo. Like
right.
Kick it with more confidence because you know that shit is crazy and like.
Yeah, and like when he started this time, he was like, "Yeah, Hip Hop Henry, start that beat." You know what I'm saying? Like that's a different kind of energy.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, he's getting more comfortable up there.
Be a force, like when he get all that shit like wrapped in a bow, like, and Son is nasty. I like him. I like him.
Facts. Mm-hmm. Salute the Introverse. Fart on a titty.
Yeah. It's been a minute. Let's get it.
Return of Maul.
Yeah.
I'm bad.
Yeah. You got a problem? It ain't no problem. I have to solve it. Throwing bullets out the shotgun. Aaron Rodgers, snub nose like a world. They keep revolving. My people's gotta eat in these streets. They see you starving. My rappers like to take you to sleep. I think I'm yawning. In 08, I move weight like fat people jogging. I'm just talking nonsense. Speak with a different conscience. Niggas just shooting. These thinking hit the target. Hustle for the market. Profit to make the margin. And nowadays I run with my niggas like Marcus Garvey. Beef, no problem. Kicking Mr. Miyagi. Sipping hot sake. Fast as a Kawasaki. You gon' catch the hook like Mayweather was boxing. 12 on the sweep. I hit the corners with options. Sick as John Hopkins. Connected like apartments. Call the paramedics. Cause I don't think he's responding. Alarming and charming. Paper roll like Shaman. Peter Beckman for them goons and them goblins. I speak to the bosses and see you when it's over. sipping on mimosas. He soft as a sofa, smiling on the joker. Clowns try to post up, and like big bugs allowed, they get broke up. Man dreams of being a man until he woke up. Elevator flow, my stock just go up. Facebook beat, come on, y'all grow up. Down about 50, still drinking till she grow up. I put my own weight and did some, like a tow truck. And don't just talk about weed, nigga, roll up like a beach chair. One hit, watch him fold up. Pants sagging, last dragon, guess who's shown up. And so what? If that's what you making me, Pete, we can get this thing pop. Bacon grease.
I nigga.
Yo, I fucks with
Mama. Yeah, I love that nigga, man.
I fucks with Mama. The Aaron Rodgers bar was fire. You know, the only thing is, you know, with Mama, sometimes you do get some overused references and things like that. But he's super entertaining. Hella personality, great vocal projection. Flow is unique. It's that OG shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's so fun to listen to. Like, he's such a fun person to listen to rap. And yeah, I mean, I would just say, because every now and then, like, because he uses like overused lines, then sometimes like if you really listen though, it's like there may be similar to shit you heard before, but there's like a little twist on it.
Exactly the same, yeah. Well, that's why I say he reminds me of Mukazo, because like they both kind of like do that, right? Where like the line kind of heard it before, but it's a little different of a flip. Like I would say if you can just go like a little further to the left with what you're calling out. You know what I'm saying? Just a little further to the left, but like fun to listen to. And like that's like rule number one, right? To be fun to listen to.
Period. So, that's a big piece, man, especially in a cipher.
Yes, this be fun to listen to, and they both have that down.
Facts.
See Spicy hater for this bitch. Show them how we do this shit. Just fucking do this thing. No, seriously. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. You know it's clobbering time. Set up like I'm mobbing dogs. All hurdles in, I'm fine. See Spicy, I'm dropping swine. Bacon until it's deep fried. Can't catch me on the east side. Y'all don't know where I reside. I'm with the boys on whole street because I live in Southside. No honky killing the speed like Gogeta with the pride. That's only something must be. They make him up with the stride. Don't know how he's so discreet. I'll give these songs to God. Now fuck that Mongo's free wrong. So sick the drums and keyboard. Shark in the water, smelling blood. I'll be with all these people. And y'all feeling so evil. No Zika going be so. Not here to slaughter. It's all love, bro. I just need to eat them. Hold up, bitch. On this clear my plate. Like I need seconds. Y'all cannot rank it. Got no time to waste. Power don't shake in the place. Think game ain't getting erased. Grab up my check it. I'm going reckless. Got more spice than nation. Flowing back in some mistakes. They cannot handle the taste. Y'all can't believe it. Already seasoned. Coming up with grace. Cover my ass. See no trace. Always prepared just in case. So when no reason makes a season opportunity to walk my way. Not today, honky, not today. Speak on what you gotta say. Why ain't you in my face? Walk on the rich and motherfucker, better go say your grace. Burning more gas and piss off truckers on the damn interstate. Feel like the white Uncle Ruckus, cause I can't stand these honkies. The southern possums among us. It's looking like y'all go wrong. Negative vibes and fungus. I'll keep it quicker than only y'all fucking dragging like mommy. Focus so just like a small. Let can't you shitty too scrawny? How come nobody can know me? Y'all grinding more than y'all small shop. My homies, my girl, my dad, my mom, my auntie. You know that's why I had to pull up on the stage this long. Step up to the arena, prepare with my skivers. Always go at it. I'll cause a racket. I feel like Serena. Say step it up, pass me down the stairs like Serena. Pussy boy, that's what you get when you step up with me, bro.
Yeah. Such a huge improvement from the first time we heard C Spicy. Way more.
He was gliding on that joint, cuz.
He definitely had he has a unique flow, man. I like he can be a person that I would enjoy listening to rap as well. Like he just got to get his clarity, like his vocal projection.
It's a little bit better.
Yeah, get that out. Get your voice out a little stronger.
Facts.
obviously push the pen a little more. There's a lot of simplified things in there as far as the writing is concerned. The Uncle Ruckus line is hilarious.
I love that line.
Yo, fucking hilarious. Like I laughed in person and I laughed again watching this shit on camera, yo. That was funny as shit. And the fact that he uses honky like like we use nigga is the funniest shit to me too. But
I love it, bro.
But I've never heard nobody use it like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
it's hip hop, man.
It's definitely his thing though. That's his thing. Like he uses that shit like that. But yeah, it's definitely hip hop. And I love the spirit of C Spicy. I just like you know, he's focused. He sold the most tickets. He won the contest for the tickets. So those that don't know, like for the MCs, like we give the MCs, they all get their own discount codes, you know what I'm saying? So we also have a contest for the MCs where the MC who sold the most tickets using their discount code, they get a cash prize and they get free entry to the next cipher. So Spicy will be in the next cipher. So definitely MCs that are signing up, you know, keep that in mind as well.
Well, come tonight, you go ahead and play that.
Okay, now?
I'm out. It's time to do the justice. I ain't felt this comfortable with discomfort in a minute. Meditating through my thoughts. Check all the ways that I've been sinning. Cinnamon sticks for the phoenix coming back to this earth. Master of all elements, but my table's been cursed, so I flip it. Alchemical methods held from Kemet. Talking Buddhist monks, boys indigenous people mentioned from Asiatic to Aztec. Feel like I just came swimming from Lazarus' body, feeling like Nazareth. Words can contracept, so I stick to the scribe and made scribbles on my scrolls. These hieroglyphs and petroglyphs of mine. Spirit animal reside where I design. How I write is divine, word the mother. I am like no other, ain't fitted with guitar. You know the name already. Wind blowing emojis, tornadoes, rain clouds, no confetti. Easy to say, give me my flowers now. The thing is, I work with them daily. Smiling Lily since she's pushing daisies. Y'all kill the pussy, but don't bring it back to life. You fighting for yours to get it in for one night. But like this stage, always find myself coming back to life. She had to ask to make it fit. I said, no, take it slow before you gas the hydro. Wanna feel your tenfold and head good with she roll. I rise, I aim, I pull, let the horse slammer. I cock with it, shoot, you can't block. The cover, you Agent Smith, not real, brother. One suit, both black, two shades, different matrix, both aliens can't fake it. Too much to wake up and connect, forget it. Can't even handle the rhythm I take it. Still with cadence, this high maintenance. 35 to 70, that's a carpool in the Civic. Don't let it pass you now if you ain't get it. Just know that the smoke all in it. The pinches pull the strings, I chuck berries with it. Fruits of my labor, sounds from the fun guy. Psilocybin with the pen in context, you all fools when you don't read between the lines. Got intelligence through your spine. Behind with the shadow behind. Far from a new, been doing this since MK kind. Fuck a sudden death, you know that it's fatality time. You don't pick another character, but while I stay with mine, the L won't be mental, think your mind. I'll be sure to take your fire. The avatar in this prime, that's my time.
I love the confidence. A lot of the references fire. I love the body like Nazareth. If you Hendrix, I Chuck Berry's with it. Dope lines. I do feel like he lost structure to his rhyme as it continued on.
So I had to talk with him outside. Like, he puts a lot of dope content in there, a lot of dope references. You can tell he's knowledgeable about things. He just gotta like set those lines up so that they can smack.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the reaction that I'm giving is based off of the actual content itself, but it could hit harder. You know,
right.
if it's set up right. But he's dope. He'll get that as he continues doing it. You know what I mean? And then maybe like this need to like find some people he can like reference or study himself against. You know what I mean?
For sure, for sure. Definitely, yeah. Definitely start. Definitely like tap into MCs that have that
Chilling.
higher consciousness, and those deeper references, but also have kind of mastered the style of how to make that content consumable or digestible. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, he's on the right path though. Oh man.
Mama told me this. You got this tip, so why should I hold the bullshit over there? Time inside, deep inside, I'm not starting to work. Doing that curse, let me go right on the shine. For the right time, even my prime. Hoping to bring all the light, flip through the eyes, closing on God. Power up, raise it up, purple one, I went on different. Puzzle pieces of music, on point, never slipping. Game time, I'm pivoting. Bad joy to win it, I'm gonna take it, Lord, we change the story. Rearrange, make shit strange, go be snoring. Who with it too? Walking on blood, stepping on cats like Catholics, bringing on pain and disaster, coded in Alaska. Can't switch with the actor, act who no actor, coming home with the man, home coming with the end, got the hate, they do this from Jesus, calling out the facetious, bringing on the, yeah, got the leather man, bringing on pain, I got the leather man, cutting them fools that I feed, making them bread, mayo with the smoke, well, I need money. No jokes here, kiki, ha ha, ain't nothing about it funny. I need some baby powder for the fifth hand to the other hand, say calm down, you can press, don't need to stress, stay too blessed. I like the breast, with the unrest, and turning the neck, to see through the eyes, I'm the guy, big credits, me, to the cages, don't need misstatements, truth, go for the statements, invaders to latest, but I'm still here strong, and I'm killing shit going hard, I could go all night long, and I'm covered up in the charged up now. Better get it up on the stage, gotta go give me my crown. I'm the nicest. Chicken.
It's all freestyle from there. Look, man.
She made it sound like a drill song.
He was getting in a crazy bag. And there's a thing that Simone does, like when she does that, like because it's just very raw. Like she doesn't have the idea of structuring bars down. So what happens is, but she has this way of saying things and tying content together and then kind of jumping in and out of this shit because she doesn't seem to have like this strict way of going about it. It actually ends up working in her favor because she jumps from like gem to gem real quick, and then like it's almost like juggling between flow pockets and content, and it's like you kind of like get roped in, and then it's like oh shit, oh shit, like it's a weird style that she has, especially when she's on. You know what I'm saying? But when she's on and that's just clicking like that, it's so unique and it's powerful. And I feel like she was on her way to giving one of those verses, but she just didn't have it down, which is why like throughout it you start to feel like it's not coming out confident, or like she's not, her vocal projection is not a problem, but it is when she don't know her shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like she was kind of like trying to keep her shit together early on, but you could it was coming though. You know what I'm saying? All I can tell with her is just prep, yo. Just prep. Get your shit down. Simone is a force for sure.
We pay a prior.
I'm the talk of the pound. My bark louder than sparks and clouds. My pen sharper than noses of pounds. Papa's good and cut it, so clean every round.
I'm sorry, hold on, wait. On the beat. Yeah. All right. Put it on. Bro, I'm sorry, I can't do it. You can always start the beat. I'm the talk of the pound, my bar louder than sparks and clouds, my pen sharper than noses a pound. Barber couldn't cut it, so clean every round. Blast the trumpet, the stage is battleground. Grab your gullet, squeeze and rip it out. Savage and blood, my widow from deep south. Bit of a mud, throw that the fucking legs out. Fuck with a bar, get a 50 to your loud mouth. Don't give a fuck, don't let the bitties with the face down. Don't got it dog, I ain't a pussy, but I'll kill him out. Why use a sub when I can choke you with your bitch's bluff? So cold like wet grass and balls rolls and whoop ass like Austin. Gas flow, blows past exhaustion, man slow. That these rappers should be talking shit. The track show they want to sprint with any chrome and rich. They dead to be fertilized poets, they shit like a rich daddy shit. You can mess with me, I'm off the bench, still stretching cheese. Stacking shit, cutting the beats like a plug pussy bitch, but still free, do as I wish, see. Come check me, put some spice on this bitch to keep it sexy. I need heat, otherwise it ain't impress me. I'm high key, a little sharp, I shred schemes like Slash. I'm cold deep, more OC than OD. Don't need, you don't know me. My boat screen showed me. I don't see it, most these rappers see the clear, blows me. Bunch of phony tracks on the internet, shit below me. Chrome feet is key, sweet as gingerbread home piece. Overseas and rapidly, don't even know with no peace. Weeding out the weed just like a pack of coyotes. Let's bleeding demons, I don't need no fucking trophy. I'll let the air clear since I'm getting kind of smoky.
Yo, if it wasn't for that awful intro, I just caught the wrong pacing at the beginning is really what it was, but what he didn't handle it cool. You know what I'm saying? You didn't need the beat to start over. You just needed to take the time to catch the right beat. You know what I'm saying? Like that was what it was. So you can hear me just telling them, you gotta pace yourself. Pace yourself. You're not gonna start the beat over.
Yeah, people gotta restart the beat because we're not restarting the beat.
We're not restarting the beat. That's that good. Let that be a lesson for everybody. Yes, we're not restarting the beat.
Mess up, just wait till it loop back around.
Right, right.
Awesome bars, because that's how I go.
Facts. But with all of that said, the level of improvement in LIP, man, has been crazy. Like from a confidence level, from a content in his verse, like he be saying some shit. Like it's some shit in there. You know what I mean? And like just his attitude towards it. Like he's really on some true rapper shit.
Yeah, I like that. And yeah, from when he came out, what was it, last month?
Last month. I thought towards the end of last season when he had the snorkel on was the first time I really was like, yo, he's rapping different.
Yeah.
So it's just a different level of intention in there and some extra coding in there. I really do like the raps. If I feel like if he would have started and ended clean, it would have been a different score. I mean, he ended clean, but if he just started clean.
Can you say that? Yeah, what's your motivation when it comes to making a solid case for the basis of life and where to take it? It could be based in a riddle with positive statements or what you consider great and how you fit and take it and make it all on your own, embracing all of the storms that were thrown at you, all of the times that the road passed you. What's on your mind when you sit and recline and think about all of your gifts and habits that they prime in my mind? Your motivation is elevation, seeking what's mine in due time, and so be concentrating on my God and your shine that I am phone chasing. So my life can be bright, illuminating inspiration. Taking all of my pictures, my stanzas written in stages and turn them into a message presented up on these stages at various places in numerous ways and days. And giving them with my praises or something that's bad engaging. I'm saying as an artist, I feel great and grateful to be a small part of this art so regal. Just like a starving artist where it's hard on the easel. My rhymes paint a picture of me serving the people. That's what we reach to at the drop of a needle. Our pens at the ready, those are pages to bleed through. Whether I'm speaking light about the darkness of evils. These lines are a reminder to the crowd that I see you and see to have a relatable understanding about your life being demanded and the cards that you've been handed. Expanding on the point that I said about serving y'all, it puts us in position to be more like God. Think about it. God made the world from total darkness for the people. His son got murdered, dog for a promise for the people. I feel accomplished, getting accomplished for the people because I have my rhymes self them see through in trials and tribulations, denial and trepidation, as well as all the smiles and down with celebration. I thought that elevation was my main motivation, but really it was elevating your motivational words and phrases. I give all my praises to the one that made this happen, the one that got us rapping. Yo, Captain, this rap ain't a gift because I'm cold spitting, but because it serves the people, it's a gift that's worth giving. It's still. Shout out to RVA, I believe.
Super clean, man. Super clean, super confident. The flow in pocket. I would like to see him push the pen on some lyricism aspects of, you know, adding a little more craft and art to, you know, to the content, because I think the content is fire too. It's just that we're not getting the metaphors, we're not getting the, you know, the punches or the entendres or just some additional more elaborative wordplay. You know what I'm saying? But the foundation of the raps is there. You know what I'm saying? The vocal projection, the confidence, the flow, just the punchiness in his voice is all there for me.
Yeah, I think my only note from him was just more creativity in terms of creativity within a line. Right. Show more creativity within a line. But yeah, I agree. His delivery is great. His flow and all that, he comes through very clear. All his words you can hear. I would just like if he could just stretch the bounds of his creativity a bit.
Absolutely, and I agree 100%.
That's a piece of my uncle Keith Hooper. He embodied serving the people with everything that he did in this world, y'all. So y'all have a good rest of y'all night. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Right. Check. Yo. I never been the type to take advice. If you let me hit it once, then yeah, I'll probably hit it twice. So maybe 3 times blast back. I love it for the night. And the day I jump is just cuffing ain't even on my sight. So I'm always on my person. Everything I do on purpose. Yeah, I see you lurking. Look at her, I'm certain that you know it's purpose for you. Yeah, you flirting with the angel death. Now I know your purpose, and you trying to suicide yourself. But look inside yourself. You ain't even about that. Go get some help. Swimming Michael Phelps in the pussy rookie she probably dealt with. Couldn't compare with this pressure. I'm just trying to let you know. Know some niggas turn your big man into a little extra boat. Let the weapons go. I'm gonna let you know. Try to prevent this flow and let the music speak for itself and let you niggas vote. Cause some of these judges don't know shit. But it's all love, man. These girls is so pissed. I mean, let's be real. All the real niggas quote this. That pretty bitch you wanted in high school took the whole dick. These all hits. I'm taking names off. It's still a long list. Yeah, I hold a grudge, but these niggas know what's up. Kilo killer, I ain't got no more interest in brother love. Fuck these fuckers up. They see God, what they say, what the fuck? And the boss out of my Conor McGregor. Put me in the cypher, first cypher, you need to stop like 5 stressors. Fight you another night, like Tim Spielberg. You ain't gotta fuck with me, the people here, I'm still heard. But your ears gotta be closed. What the fuck when it's old? I mean, I should be top 5 as far as everything goes. I'm the best rapper alive if you asking me though. If you asking he or she, they say he got that heat flow. I got niggas overseas that just fuck with the bro. You and probably playing boxing, we both invading, turning Richmond straight into Ukraine with every cipher verse. Radio on your time is fine, you got to fight me first. Still rapping off a brother, coming straight up off the cellar, bringing bars back, bars shit, if they go with Griselda, whichever nigga. They better clean the lace on my boots. I'm red dying niggas one by one. Some come in two, some think they goose. But what's the goal to a goblin? I told you last cypher, what motherfucking problem you try to solve them? I'm straight dead, you niggas. Appreciate y'all. I'm
about to say time. Nah, dope verse from Kilo Kai. I think the projection is there, the confidence is there, the attitude is there. I just need some more bars though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just need more on the lyricism side of things. I don't feel like he's
funny. Fighting radio is funny. He got a fighting radio line.
Yes, he did. And he had a fuck Spielberg bitch line. Kilo Guy always talk about fucking somebody's girl. That's like every single one of his raps, multiple times. Which I'm not mad at that, because that's like his signature thing. Like he's like, you know, he's like a heel. I feel like he's like a heel at Rap Elite. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I want more of that. But I do need the bars though. You know what I'm saying? I do need the more creativity in the bars. And that's all I need from Kilo Kai. Everything else I feel like is there. You know what I'm saying? And that could really take him to another space. So that's it.
Yeah. Check it, coming straight from the right side of the map. On my back, 75 and a half a lead. On tracks I run, ain't no nigga overlapping me. I score with the greatest shell like I was David that. Me know I'm back, yes, son. Flowers starting to bloom when I step in the room. I get it crazier. Trying to see the flow that be nothing you can't see these flaws. I feel sorry for the guy that go after I go the next that you can't recognize because I feel better, so better. I just sing a song and make your crowd sing along. You don't believe me, then watch this. See, he's scared to death, he's scared to look, he's sure, cause ain't no such thing as halfway. Halfway cross and halfway hoes, halfway rappers sell they soul. But that you was lit to put no toe and no one knows. And every level on these replica rappers playing the role around in reality, you an actor. Act up, get slapped up, rolled over with a Mack truck. That me first hand, you see these nails fucking buttercup. I ain't wondering what. Me for sure is me and this a puppet. This AM cut off your arms, you ain't waking up. Shucks, and I don't want to start violence, but king of the jungle, that's the only way I'm lying in it. You need to pass up by up and start crying, cause I in your world like 24 from the Lions, and I'm a cold dude, not to use the old moves. I think on the first time and set it off how I'm supposed to, and this the second time. I got tried to know it now, but that's just a depiction of what I used to conceptualize. I'm on the extra line, CEO like Megatron, these other rappers talking, I listen just to Decepticon. You great white, shit, I'll never die. Your rhymes not working out, pick a new exercise, you press for time. You fucking weirdos, you rappers need savior. JC is the hero, but if a nigga tripping, he better be singing better. I go 8 shipping FOMC, no better. Verse. In that team, no metaverse, I killed this shit. I should have rapped it in the fucking hearse.
JC is dope, man. A great vocal projection, so creative. He's got the antics. He did the sunflower seeds. He did the halfway crooks. I love that. He has some bars in there as well. I'm trying to think of one that was this one specific bar that I thought of that I liked a lot. But I mean, just the overall package, I think he definitely brings it all together. There could be a little bit more potency, a little bit in the bars, just a little bit more
Right.
expression of the bars. I do feel like he's on the cusp of like really knocking on the door, but it's going to take more lyrically.
He's on to something.
He's on to something. But definitely more potency in the bars. But as far as everything else, I couldn't ask for anything more because he's super, super entertaining as well.
I go by JC, that's JAYYC_3 baby. All right, yes, Z. Trying to be remarked like a precious sand in your hand. I put my plan in the pan and I scramble my grams. My precious talk, I don't have to announce. 28 bars on the scale, yeah, I'm bagging an ounce. Dip like a dab in the mouth, detaching the clout. Niggas saying shit cause it sound good. I be spitting factual accounts, like posted at award shows, dolo. OG showing me love with no promo. Truth is my logo, truth is my dojo. Smell of coffee like some shit that's brewed in Soho. The dudes is so-so. I'm moving talk over. Fuck what they say, fuck with my gut. I chose my torso. Drowning in Bordeaux. The Lone Ranger is making moves, my tone danger. They just caught up on the fabric like a coat hanger. I ain't got none of this, ain't Prada, but I'm Gucci. Status so never moved. Real passion, that's what views me. Student of the game, past the bar exam, Craig Cooley. I raise my right hand for all the shit that said Cooley. Make my own moves, I don't listen to opinions. They talking sound like niggas, that's the rich shit in my crimson. I was scratching flows when I was eating Piccadilly. My pen gems been silly since 10 pins and willies. When Sunday was spotting no content and riches. Rich city, it been empty, evidently. Now they taking interest like the stock exchange. Networking, I'm stocking bonds for the stocking game. I know I'll never see colossal fame. Still I'm running on that lettuce like a model trying to watch a brain. I keep it gutter like a folding and I watch the frame. I'm writing knocks on pins down, you can't block my lane. Look, effortless excellence, everything effort with your competitive negligence and you're buried by arrogance.
10 pins at Willie's.
Let me say something. All right, so for the MCs who we talk about, who our feedback is delivery and pocket and whatever, like I will say, like when Rel started rapping, was one of the first times throughout the night that I was able to just hit the head nod just listening to him. Like sometimes, you know, with a lot of the MCs, I gotta actively listen. I gotta stop nodding my head and tilt my head and just like get a listen. But like with that delivery that he has, this bop, you know what I'm saying? Just listen to it and listen to him kick that shit, man. Like, and it's not like a crazy delivery where it's like super impressive because he's doing a bunch of things, but it's even and it's clean and it's polished and he gets his point across. And like y'all can let that's, you know what I mean? Like that's something to take note of for other MCs.
100%. I love the references, the 10 pins, the Willies. It was something like Brad Bowling, he botched the frame, but it was a line right before that. I can't remember what it was. But it was a barrage of lines, especially as you got further into the verse, it just got better and better. Great verse, great control too. Like he's what Rel has done recently has upped his intensity. And I think that's that's adding to like the feel of conviction. It used to be like you just knew Rel was gonna rap a certain way. It was gonna be high level, but it was just like always very even keel. Like it was never like felt like he was pushing on it too crazy. It was like, yo, you just gonna get this. You know what I'm saying? Whereas now it's like you feel like he's kind of like there's a more intention there, like the like those little things that he's throwing in. I see that he does that a lot. Like that's part of his style now. Like he just throws that little feint in there, in his flow, and those things separate him from the pack. So shout out to Rel. Continue on with that, bro.
Yo.
Boy.
Yeah, yo, I swear I'm too so down the Memphis road, lightning bolts like javelins, praying to whatever deity. I'll drag it for your talisman, throwing off your pH balancing, just the chlorine. This that icy cotton was they got you hooked on morphine. Pure dope, LeBron or MJ. I'm a short coat. I'm the damn program convicted pushing T before coke. Still a beach legend. Take my jersey in Atlantis. Combine like Buster Rhymes, giving 5 to Captain Lennon. Feel that alchemy. I'm taking the first and 15th. I got mouths to feed. They say they want beat till I hibachi up their cavities. Cigar smoke, 5 whiskey sipping off the balcony. My ski mask if you walk with me, Dr. Fauci proud of me. That up boy like blue paint. That's your gender revealing. Where's the ceiling? What's gravity? So fly the photo feeling. I will smash your eyes if you in with an open palm and no remorse. Fuck lady history reports. Syllabus, I'll teach the course. Make your spirit shifts like a Ouija board, CB4, and let a razor snow. I will yo-yo flame your tiki torch and wipe my ass with Confederate flag. With more than I needed for. 5 mics up in the source. John's been pulled down the fort. Lies will bring a finger short. Waiters off is feeling short. Beach kid, surf the way to throw your captain overboard. Kneel before your overlord. Fish flat. Proposals they hinder reflex some bungee cords. My skill ignored. That's my nature boy. Big player applying 54s. Rolling the door like housewives. Secret for divorce in open court. This is war. Cops got me nervous. One ID is all I'm searching for. Annoyed by pictures of white Jesus on the creature's door. Hallelujah. Michael goes up on the shore. Let's explore. Ain't even my final form. Chatty Cathy's in my business. Do more money than yours. Cowards got no backbone. Double dutching they spinal cords. Wiping chocolate skin. I'm a Hershey pump. Connoisseur. My team flex like P90X. We got the tightest score. We all know CM5 is definitely the consignment store. Just want to make my damn round like 96 and Michael Sports. Ain't see it coming. Blindside, holding like the ore. Choosing fast paper over money. What is either or? I'm a fight my whole life to make you hear the tiger roar. Respect is what I'm rounding for. The hell with 2 minutes. Get your time ignored. Speech.
Hey, for everybody. Hey, where Rock at? Hey, Rock. Hey, Rock, you in the, is he in there? He was in there earlier. Hey, Rock.
Done.
For those asking why he got a 30.
Come on,
I don't have to say shit. I don't even have, do I have to pick lines out of there? It's way too many lines, yo. Way too many fucking lines, bro. Way too many fucking lines, bro.
Michael goes up on the shore. Let's explore. Ain't even my final form. Chatty Cathy's in my business. Do more money than yours. Cowards got no backbone. Double dutching they spinal cords. Wipe the shot.
Double dutching they spinal cords.
I'm a Hershey pump. Connoisseur. My team flex like P90X. We got the tightest score.
Tightest score. We all gonna eat off my success like a consignment store.
Gonna make my damn round like 96 and Michael Sports. Ain't see it coming. Blindside. Call me Michael Orr.
Ain't see it coming. Blindside. Call me Michael Orr. Listen.
What is either or? I'm a fight my whole life to make you hear the tiger roar. Respect is what I'm rounding for. To hell with 2 minutes. Get your time ignored. Speech.
Listen, man. Ain't nothing to question, dog. It's a 30, dog.
Man.
First 30 rapidly.
Hey, this how I rap, nigga. Pack blickers, shit get ugly. I think it's pack system. They gon' think my government troll. The way I smack niggas, have an attitude when this ladder be hanging latitude. Cause I'ma blast at you one sleeve. That's dabba snap your seatbelt. You go in this roller coaster, the flow is colder. To the end of October, no Italian, the Costa Nostra. That's Sicilian, so I can see the Caribbean. I'm in the Caribbean, drop the thunder, I'm Indian. Triangles on the pyramid. One thank you for speaking innocence. A crystal ball and I seen it office, so I ain't innocent. If that was over the head, run it back to remember this. That shit is bottled up. I'ma live a cat like it's Ritalin. I'm sick of this and rap on the nemesis. That is member shit. The metal gear inside it, I kill a snake if it's venomous. Pop the days. That nigga's corn base, so a lot to change. Got the bully, you're my bully. They hit a lock of bangs and niggas thinking shit all Gucci until the flock of flames. So catch 3, spur the moment that song is populated. They really fear those days. Who rap best? Cause now it's no access like a Spielberg page. Hey, who won't be? They come in and say ready to lose. The lottery
That's crazy, God.
Cruise as terror you. He's been like
No.
choose. I got no clock and I put but Charlotte still got me on watch. I think I'm time for it. The Charlotte's ever echelon bar. Got a Decepticon. Cause I don't never let shit slide like a Decepticon. But we're candidate. So berserk on the turf, I'm landing it. Have them hurt in the dirt from the shirt for surgical management. Great over savages. When them hurt them, go get the bandages. Cause it burns when the mummy returns. What shit you rapping with? Niggas don't know the half of this. Better get split in half of this. 50-50, they know I'm picky. It's kind of cabinet. So the focus different. Lyricists after lyricists. Hold divisions. Hold switches in that wheel. Spinning this pole position. Unload and reload slow, bro. Cause I know the business. Feeling like a mojo jojo. I can show the city. Feeling like a man. Let's go, man.
Yeah. Dog.
The climate change right there, bro.
What are you fucking talking about? The way he even started that shit was crazy, was violent as fuck.
Intense.
Are you F? I can't hear you.
I said, yeah, off rip, just from jump, like no waiting around. We just gonna get right to this. Like we gotta talk about it.
Like, oh, like, dog.
Your head top.
Head top. After a 30 verse. After standing there and listening to Key Speech do that.
Go crazy.
You get up on stage and you do that.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
All it does is just excite me for the following months and what other rappers do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you set a precedent, you know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
people are just gonna rap a little different.
Facts.
We need more of that.
Niggas rapping. I go by Kello. Let's drop this shit. Let's go, man. These lights right in the motherfucker. Yo, can y'all hear me at the bar? Can y'all hear me? Yo. Hey, look, Kello been dividing the pie. Y'all not like, what the fuck is the tie? Dividing the plan, cause Big said be ready to die. Ready or not, I see highs and switch gears, cause the Chevy is blocked. And the levy said I level just like Levy on top. Plaxico, these niggas breathing, but they barely alive. Your firework, but nigga, I went up, cause in the 7-5, every day it's like the 4th of July. Nigga, I ate in 04 like Vince Carter on NBA Live. Never broke again, I know cause I tried. You don't know cause you not. The Super Saiyan, you been...
I 804. I 8 in 04.
Crazy.
Like Vince Carter on NBA Live. Yo.
Crazy.
crazy.
Playing like DeAndre no hop. These niggas betting on themselves, but my weapon is God. Damn, Keller, why you do it? Cause I was influenced stupid by niggas who do this music shit fluid. I guess the difference between me and the humans is I'm different. And they ain't never been outside of the city of Richmond. I flip the pack like Coach Carter, then I throw the chickens one. Putting holes in niggas' legs like making sure the chicken done. Your stamina don't stand with a nigga who been doing this ever since I was beating down the counter at my grandmama's. Roaches crawling around on the dishes like the animals. But I done flipped the script and turned them clips into canisters. Soldiers into canvases. You can hear the things that I spoke to the point that you think that you can stand it. But nigga, I'm from Virginia where they'll do you dirty for a 10 or a cancer stick. The next MVP, I feel like playmaking the amateurs. The data and the analysts say that by this part of the verse, you shouldn't have taken damages. But this is where the ammo hits. And Cambo with a camo bitch. She Indian with a camel flip. She on top of a game and she riding like a stallion with a candle thing. That's vintage, nigga. Like, can you handle it? Or at least put your hands on it. Hello, currently I'm 6 in the standings. Listen, I don't understand this shit, but I don't really damn a shit. Give a damn a shit. I'm putting meat between your bitch cheeks and making sandwiches. I rap on stages in Los Angeles, Florida, Miami, then Atlantis, in Atlanta, then I came back to kill the niggas that I live with in Virginia. Those some old ass fingers, but they don't care. Cause how y'all trying to judge a star?
Y'all way down there.
Yeah. Sheesh.
I don't have nothing to say because I gave them all 10s. So y'all gotta explain y'all differences.
I don't got nothing to say. Like, you know, like niggas is, I mean, yo, when is that close, you're just cutting hairs. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Nothing to say, man. I think a 9.5 is damn near perfect. So I really don't got feedback like to make it better. Like,
yeah, oh, for sure, definitely not. I mean, I feel like a couple lines maybe he could have connected as bars instead of like walking them through. I think he walked some bars through.
How I look at it is like beforehand, there were just two crazy joints. And that one just seemed just a tad bit less crazy. Just a tad bit less crazy. But it's like when you're just like listening in hindsight, this is even though, you know?
Right,
so
right,
it's like,
right. I feel like it's better on paper and on cam. There was just a difference in the intensity of the previous verses and the relentlessness of the previous verses. I felt like there was like, he was so comfortable that there was times where he kind of mailed a couple of lines in for the sake of the story that he was painting, the picture he was painting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at it, but it's like, because of that, it seems like in comparison, it's like you took off a couple bars, but you really didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like lyrical complexity, he might have had the edge at times.
There was a point where he was hitting this crazy delivery pattern that almost reminded me of like third album M. Down like the way he was just kind of like doing like little flow, but it was really like tightened and buttoned up. You know what I mean?
Yes, Kello, thank you for signing back up. Looking forward to seeing you next month.
I see a lot of y'all rapping today. I came to talk though. That's what I did. I came to talk.
Shout out to that Mama Joe's.
Shit deep. Shit is real deep, bro. I like feel like shit. I know the vibes. I said, look. Okay. I turned my thoughts into action. Did it all for my passion. I want it all, I go grab it. You know, we all deal with flaws, but I fell short to the madness. Only Lord, this shit was tragic. To the Lord, I started asking why. Like, was it called for this to happen? I got lost in my distractions. It was supposed to be the habit and harmony. The thought the thing was taught to me was backwards. Show me all that he was happening, but the world just keep on passing by. But I pay attention, not to mention. I've been victim of the system, still conditioned, but I'm breaking out. So much shit I witnessed, better fitness when the weight is out. Choices and decisions. Mama told me not to take this route. Was thinking about the life that I got and how to make it count. I'm changing now. No more shoeboxes. I'm gonna make it count. I'm saving now. Looking at the trap. That's where we hanging out. It's told the game when I come back, or we gonna make it out. That's why before I go to sleep, I just pray. I was taught that prayer is the only thing that's keeping us safe. They asked me why I believe if I got reason to stay. To keep it real, should I just needed a break, a breathe? Huh. Drama, don't get caught in the mix. On my mama, I was trying to get her off of the strip. Like fuck designer. Don't be clothes, I was supposed to some shit. Big bro had problems, had to walk with his grip. Well, y'all don't know what exists in my hood. See, y'all done witnessed so much insane shit in my hood. Gang bang shit in my hood. Cocaine flips in my hood. Shit stupid with no names. Get propane, the gold blade. That gas is quick in my hood. Some say this living no good. Oh shit, I grew up in the mud around the club. All the thugs in my blood. A bunch of guns and drugs. I was so young. I didn't know what it was, but love was love. And shit, I fell in love with the rush. Look what I become. A diamond that came out of the rush. Up to my road, but all my role models back where I'm from. Let's keep it real. I make sure they won't be following up. They told me so up for this knowledge and run. And don't come back until you up. But guess what? I'm up in the score. First base was the classic, like hunger for ball. I come from New York. Guys are at a humble and sport. I'm fucking with y'all. Sometimes I just need cut the support. Because I'm nice, I get life. You know, I'm in love with the sport. All right. Real life, yeah.
Fire.
So if I'm thinking, the only thing in there was breath control, or saying something sound is a little bit winded and the voice started to get a little shaky.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, it's one of those things where you kind of took yourself a little out of the race because you wanted to make a statement, and it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit was fire. It's one of those verses you gotta get off. You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily the most attractive verse in this setting, but it's one that we need, right? We need that content too. So it's like, I think even he would know he sacrificed in that particular situation. He's like, you know, he even came on the stage saying like, yo, y'all rapping today. You know what I'm saying? I came to talk though. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like he knew he was, you know, coming from a different and it still could have won if he had spliced like what he normally does. I don't normally advise people to punch, but he's a puncher. If he'd have spliced some of those punches that he normally puts into that content with the way that how powerful that message was and how he was delivering it, it could have sent it over the top too. So that would be my only thing, is if you're going to take that approach, you know what I'm saying, splice that reactional content into your message.
I said, how's everybody doing?
I'm diabolical, these other rappers diabetic. I'm undeniable, in the style says I'm a legend. In a making, that pride is often suicidal. Another self-proclaimed God is just a foolish idol. I conditioned all my hair, nobody do it cool as I do. I can spit in cipher, then I run it 40 right by you. I'm Richmond, born and raised, a family from the Bay and Bayou. That's that Maryland, New Orleans mixture, give you just what I do. Talking on my name is spiteful, please don't be my rival. I tower over you, don't stifle me building my Eiffel. Look, you can't see them in these Johns, won't ever get an iPhone. Who can fuck with me? Let's see, nobody can decipher. I need that Aston Martin with the parking automatic. And when I'm smoking leaves, I fall, that's just my autumn habit. The day I stop when Elmer Fudd had finally caught the rabbit. So that's never fuck around and get your team a coffin package. The only type of lit you are is illiterate. You hang around so much fucking cap, you're a ligament. Honey, you are not Blue Shiesty, you are more like Piglet. I'm Puff Daddy's from the back, poking while she jiggling. Look, I put that flame right on your tail just like a char dart. Looking real hard in this one-on-one car heart. Asking all the questions, who the fuck are you? Nardwar? Yes, I'm in the jacket. If you reach and get your arm start. Christ the 300 trunk, long like an elephant. Easy in a stash, but it's a hassle when I'm selling it. You fruity ass rappers better peel and jealous, man. I know a couple of y'all are mad I'm here. See, I'm the shit, and y'all just booting on that Vladimir. So when I rush you, I'ma send you to the stratosphere. See, I'm Virginia made, that's why I'm always cavalier. But I'm a Steve to tell you about a few machete swords. I've seen some great loss and some petty wars. The type of hurt to send you on your way to Betty Ford's. My brother making magic with the stick. We feel like Fred and George. All these other rappers think they popping, but it's kettle corn. I'm trying to stack 100 T's like a chest of drawers. Look, the fuck you invested for? Radio B, all my requests were ignored. You better put me on your message board.
Yeah, y'all, it's been a while.
I still don't know what message board he's talking about. But that verse was crazy. Lots of fire lines. Flow is crazy. Confidence. I mean, it's everything that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we didn't have 230 verses.
Yeah, all these last guys, I think, from me, got like 9.5s. You know
Yeah, all
like,
these guys got 10s from me. They all got 10s from 804 Rail on up so far. I think they all got. I gave away 5 10s that night. Habib's gonna get another one.
Yo, his verse. Go ahead.
Yeah. Y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? Yeah. Look.
Hey, I'm here to show the levels. This the conscious rebel from the sewer. All I saw was sticks and flags like Donatello. Civil rider consciousness, the cockiness was never settled. Used to win in fist fights, but your background was acapella. Ever seen a construction worker? Nigga, I was hard-headed, God-leaded. Shit, I can't make up, this ain't cosmetic. People bringing extra arms, sort of like a prosthetic. Don't worry about the bars you missed. Know that it was God who said it. Now it's stressing. Rappers shook and disappeared. That's a sketch, next the lesson. If I did every cipher, there's no contestants. Just understand when I'm spinning names like a Rolodex. When you see me, don't get 5G. We have no connection. Y'all using my similes and overbite. Touch the rap similar to social media. Please know that it's more than likes. I remember lyricist lounge, the coldest night. Everything strange matter. Y'all niggas got y'all pain from the prototype. Y'all using these and the open mic. Remember that this thing is more than social media. Please know that it's more than life. I remember lyricist lounge, the coldest night. Everything strange matter. Y'all niggas got y'all pain from the prototype. While you was listening, penciling all your ideas, I was putting money on the table like it's IKEA. You get a car, you get a bar. So it's all over. I'm making sure everyone get with. You can call me Oprah Small Soul. Train authentic, synthetically carbon copy. Man, up in these jackets, now my coats look like Mama Ozzy. No list. If I spit a kilo, it be dope inside it. Arrow who miss a low, it keeps speech over the body. Challenge the thing. They talk fly until I burn off Icarus wings. With the pen on my jeans, I study ball and starving artist level. I deserve a welcome back hit from a free mix and Bethlehem.
I mean,
the thing about his is his was like a little bit shorter than the others, but it was fire.
I mean, bar after bar after bar after bar. Nothing more you can ask for, but a couple more seconds.
That key speech over the body is crazy.
Crazy.
Over the body.
What?
Like I love bars that's something over the body. If it's over the body, it's fire. It's like they're only red bottoms because I stepped over the body. You know what I'm saying? Surf.
Go, man. Yeah. What up, Richmond? Guess what? The champ back. Look. Tried to explain it before, but now I'm fucking tired. Niggas thinking they really seeing me, and they fucking blind. Compete with me, y'all really out y'all fucking mind. I've been fucking shit up lately like a Russian mine. I want with skill, want no luck with mine. Like a bitch with herpes. I make you regret that you ever fuck with mine. All that bitching in the chat, put all that fucking crying. It's fucking time, I don't hold back like a fucking spine. I told y'all I wear trees sparking. I pull up when I can, cause I don't get the squeeze often. But know if I attend, then you probably gonna need coffee. is dope persons who at the top, there's a gray area like an old person. But see, if the subject of cheddar arise, I hope BCU Hospital got enough beds to supply for all you and your backup. Cause you gonna get you some guys and like kids at a water park. I'm like, y'all ready? Let's slide. And that's me to the lagoon. I be leading the platoon to slaughter and rip apart of these MCs that's in the room. These niggas is really tripping. Must they eating a mushroom. I'm the flame that be heating up the spoon. Don't take my shit till I'm raw. My shit is like drug samples and all y'all shit is soft. Sound like Peter Dora Love Channel. And even though I'm tall, I see low like when thugs gamble. I'm fitted for the job. The hoodies don't fit around love handles. But I grew up learning about hip hop from the radio. You sus niggas lusting for hip hop and radio. Y'all can't fuck with the kid. Ain't talking baby go. I'm 4th level hospital sick. That's the crazy flow. Hold up. Hey yo, Skinny, you know you wrong, nigga. Fucking Cypher shoulda gave me this shit for a song, nigga. And these niggas ain't about shit. Just some dialogue, niggas. Act hard but be a sweet lit. Fireball, niggas. Shoulda told you I'm all on you. The double entendres I spit shoulda forewarned you. I sent some goof fans to come circle your mom's Honda, but shots that y'all sent to the dock like your mom's Donda. Bitch.
That was crazy. That was crazy. My only thing with Wonsky is like I feel like that first 45 seconds he wasted.
It's like he picks up.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the fucking time with the fucking rhyme with the fucking rhyme. It was like all of that part, and then it was like then he got started, and that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that first 30 to 45 seconds really didn't really hit on anything, but everything after that was pretty tough. Like everything from like the gray area and just before that, he was in his pocket. The flow could have been tightened up a little bit. The delivery could have been tightened up a little bit, but yeah, not leaving too much to be desired. For a champion, defending champion, that was definitely a good defending champion verse. It just wasn't the right night for that shit.
No, not that night.
It's not the night. But that's it. That's our last one. It just took a while, but I actually enjoyed this style of going through doing a breakdown. I think we could start it a little earlier maybe, but yeah, this is good. This is good. So I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I obviously appreciate my judges. Our next episode is April 24th at Tang and Biscuit. We still have about 14, 15 slots left for the Cypher, but that means, that's with 35 slots. So we're about 20, 21 MCs in. So we're looking good. PT Vet will be performing live at episode 39. We still looking for a contender for Skinny. Still looking for a producer. I can't find nobody.
What about Jay Clyde?
I mean, I told you I don't got no lead on him.
Yeah, I'll figure that out. I think a 7-5-17 would be dope though if we could find a producer.
I hit Intellect up. He's supposed to hit me back, so he ain't got nobody yet. So
yeah,
we'll see. But appreciate y'all. Peace, peace, peace.
Peace, y'all.